Hey everyone, today I'm here with some developers from Undying Games to talk about the new and upcoming third-person MOBA, Ethereal Clash of Souls. So, hello and welcome. Can you guys start off by introducing yourselves and kind of what you guys do to help with the game?
Yeah, I'm Crash. I'm actually the department lead over at the animation department, and I'm also participating in the GDA, which is Game Data Analyst department.
I'm KosmicGenesis. I also participate in the GDA group, and I mostly focus on the community aspect of things and social media management and good stuff like that.
Just talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm RoninTheRunner, and I'm community representative, basically bridge between community and the dev team.
Awesome. So what made Undying want to tackle the MOBA genre?
Well, whenever we first created the company, we weren't sure we were going to do a MOBA. That was like right when in certain other interviews we've mentioned that we started around 2 years ago as a company, but then whenever it was around 1 year ago, since we all really played MOBAs like Smite, League of Legends, etc., and we felt like the MOBA industry was really dying, and then you'd see a bunch of videos on YouTube like, why X game is dying, why X game is dying. And since most of the starting people played MOBAs almost exclusively, we didn't want the MOBA industry as a whole to die, so that's kind of what made us decide to go into MOBAs, first of all, and then kind of make it our own game.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to the kind of the dying genre. I've seen that here and there as well. As myself, who has played a lot of MOBAs, what are you guys bringing to the table that will be unique, that will separate you from all these other MOBAs that you've mentioned?
Well, I think the most obvious part is the verticality of having 3 lanes, one on top of the other, but also the fact that every single class is going to have a special ability, as in regards like how the Reaper can jump on walls, the Berserker can break things, and we actually took a lot of inspiration from games like Diablo and Dark Souls and Witcher 3. So we kind of want to have like that boss fight aspect. Whenever you like go and do the big boss, the big neutral objectives, we want the neutral objectives to have a lot of life and not just be like taking life bars. So in regards to every single champion and every single class is going to be unique, we're also like the neutral objectives are actually going to add a lot of dynamic to the game.
Okay, that awesome. So I've seen a bunch of your guys's like community released videos for the company, teasers, what have you, and a lot I've seen of the concerns is I've seen the map, but I've seen like the side scroll view of it, up and down, what have you, and a lot of people are concerned that it's like huge. Do you guys have like a way to address these concerns that the community is having?
Yeah, so we've experimented with it, and it's your average time end to end of the lane, just like your other MOBAs like League. And so one thing we've done is we have mounts when you're out of combat, when you spawn in, to help shorten these times, and you can also jump down lanes or fly if you're a player. There's also teleporters and gravity cannons and items that
Gravity
you can use.
Cannons.
Yeah. So
Those
are
like
just
shoot up them, or like
just
down
like
them?
a lift that just launches you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Some major vertigo there. You guys are kind of like sprinkling in like different characters and kind of types and all that and abilities and whatnot. Can you explain more of those characters and types that you have within the game?
Yeah, so we have 8 different classes. We have the Archmage, the Berserker, the Cleric, Knight, Marksman, Reaper, Sky Slayer, and the unknown as of now, Overseer. Our Archmage is your typical glass cannon mage with AoE damage, brings that high burst damage to your team. And then we have the Berserker, which is a bruiser type myth, and we call heroes myths in Ethereal.
Yes.
And the Berserkers can break types are tanky, and damage, and they can destroy parts of the environment. Then we have the Knight, which is like your main tank class. Their unique ability is that they can basically put up barriers, which is going to be pretty unique, especially for those team fights. And then we have your Marksman, which is your typical carry role. So they're going to be your main class that you're trying to focus, getting up, giving them all the resources that you can get.
Right.
And then you have your Reaper, which is going to be an assassin type class. So it's also going to have high burst damage and high mobility. They're going to be a type of jungle class, and they're able to parkour over the terrain, such as running on the walls and being able to just traverse the terrain a lot easier than most classes.
It's like Assassin's Creed style, just kind of on walls, or like Prince of Persia and all that fun stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then we got the Sky Slayer, which I think is the most unique class to a MOBA genre in the fact that they can actually fly. I think this really brings a huge unique aspect to the game, and definitely is going to be extremely fun. We also are kind of having the Sky Slayer as like the main, the easy class to play, and it really just kind of brings you into our game. Definitely a class for the newer player. And then our Overseer, which we don't know much about, is you can speculate on what it may or may not bring to the table for the game. So
all I will say about the Overseer is it's probably my favorite class that's going to come out of all of them, and it's definitely going to be the type of class for the type of players that if you like chess and you like very tactical, strategic games, you're going to love the Overseer. And I'll just leave it at that.
Ooh. I want to add like one little question. You mentioned, Ronin, you mentioned the build up and breakdown of certain terrain with certain myths, and it will be like Dota, like will it be like forever if you like take down terrain, or will it come back, or do you not know? Do we not know these things yet?
I am unsure.
Okay.
I think you'd be able to answer that a little bit better.
Yeah, we were actually talking about this kind of thing in the Monday meeting, and we're leaning very heavily on the side of actually keeping things destroyed. So like throughout the course of the game, if you destroy something, it's probably going to stay destroyed. There might be one or two things that don't, but for the most general part of the map, things that get destroyed are going to stay destroyed for the rest of the game.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And I'm assuming the things that get built up obviously will eventually have like some sort of cooldown and be like decompressed and taken off, that the knights can build.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to the building thing is going to come down to balancing. So in regards how long it stays up or how long it doesn't, that's going to be more of a after we start play testing a lot more, we'll be able to balance that aspect.
Oh, all right. Well, is there any final words you guys would like to say, add, thoughts?
Thanks for your interest in our project.
I'll be
coverage
sure to
like
link
this
everyone.
is very important, and it means a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no problem. I was honored to even be like contacted for this. I thought it was really, really cool. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sitting down and taking time out of your busy week and talking to me and letting me get the info out to the world. So yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for interviewing us. I'm going to say the hardest part right now is not spoiling everything that I know, but looking forward.
You're trying so hard.
Looking that out for y'all. So thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Well, there you have it. That is the interview with Undying Games for Ethereal Clash of Souls. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any comments or concerns on how I can improve this video, I would love to hear them. If you have an interesting take based on the information we heard today on what the Overseer might be, I would love to hear that as well. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.